Angie, can we just make a point? No male will admit
that's CJ in the box now.
Assaulted or sexually harassing a female just because it's on social media.
Hey everyone.
Hi Lucy.
I'm really sorry, I just want to say something really quickly, yeah? But I am absolutely disgusted with what is going on. Now, and what I've been seeing, what's been said, I'm not being funny, right? There are victims here that are having to listen to this over and over again. The guy, we've seen it on videos, he's talking to underage children and he essayed Ems. This guy shouldn't be allowed to speak, and as far as I'm concerned, he's stealing oxygen from the rest of us. I'm sorry, I'm absolutely fuming about this.
No, I agree.
I'm going to jump down, but he shouldn't be on here at all.
He shouldn't be platformed on nobody's platform.
Absolutely disgusting. And if Angie's not believing that, I'm sorry, Angie, you're meant to be a victim as well.
Lying. She's making excuses for him.
No, but she's a victim as well. If you've been through it, there's no way that you would accept that. No way. And you would always believe the woman. And I don't care who says what. You would always believe that.
I agree.
Sorry, thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye, Lucy. What, Shell? Yeah.
I just want up now to say exactly the same thing that Lucy just said.
Laura, 1 minute, me baby.
Go on.
You what, Shell?
That man was talking to a underage child. That alone should get him off the app. Never mind what he did to Ems. And Angie is absolutely disgusted. That woman turns my belly sick. Honest to God, Pearl, she does.
She was only on live yesterday saying she doesn't believe Ems. Now, how can you not believe somebody when the man who's done it to her has openly admitted it? She's constantly going to make...
She's doing it, Pearl, because you got the views and she's trying to get the views over to her. That's the only reason that woman is doing it.
She's just sick. She's sick on every level.
Best Girl last night.
Yeah, I know she was, and she's gone in there. Best Girl's gone in there, and she's proper, being nice as anything, and said hasn't talked about her. She talked about her all last night, and she's been calling her as well this morning. So I said to Best Girl, it was me who said, go over to her and go. I phoned Best Girl this morning, WhatsApped her. I said, go over to Angie and ask her what her fucking problem is.
Yeah. Well, where did the line draw? He said that about them and admitted to it. He's lied about the other thing. Absolutely disgusting. I won't even say the word because my mum had it. And then he's talking to an underage kid. Where's Angie's morals? Because she's got none at all.
Yeah. Well, no, she's backing him all the way. She's... All right, Michelle. Thank you, me baby. See you. Bye. Go on, my Laura.
On a public platform. Why the fuck are we excusing it? Why the fuck are we looking did they just say it just because he's on social media? He literally said he fucking essayed a woman.
Yes,
why are we giving him excuses? Why are we still boxing him? Why are we still
Is that sound still okay?
I don't. Yeah. I can't give you the answer for that.
The only thing that's suitable for him, in between the eyes, simple as a dead predator doesn't reoffend. Simple as.
He's come up here now and he's tried to shut me up, yeah, for what I said about him before. But the story behind it, how I was set up, is unbelievable. And I'm standing here today with chest, and I'm standing here today very, very much stronger than I was before, saying he's a wrong'un. He is a wrong'un. Yeah, and Lakeisha is a wrong'un as well. People who stands by them, people who support them.
But you know what, though, Best Girl, can I say something? You're saying no means no.
Oh, my
yeah, I get it, yeah. And, you know, dragging Rob, rightly so, and all this because of what was said. But you're all defending Ems and having your say on it, but yet she's sitting there laughing with him.
I'll tell you what, I don't know him.
No, she's sitting there laughing with him. She's sitting there.
I'll tell you why I support it.
She's not even defending it as much as you guys are.
I'll tell you why I support her, man. When I looked at that video, go and have a look at Em's face. Go and have a look, the relief from it when he owned it. It was like the woman just started life again. And I believe people don't know what that woman's going through unless that they've been in them situations.
There's numbers in the poll if anybody needs them.
I'm going to say how I feel it, and I don't really care what it is. I don't really push it.
Here goes.
Listen, just because Ems isn't shouting the loudest about
Hey,
it,
listen,
hasn't shouted the
I
loudest
don't
about
care.
it,
In my
doesn't mean
eyes,
it didn't happen.
yeah, but in my eyes, you're making her a victim, and she's far from a victim. I don't care.
You disgrace of a person.
I agree with
Essay is
anyone,
still
man.
not,
I've
not
got to agree
essay
with
is still
anyone.
essay, right?
It is.
I don't like Ems personally. That's my personal
No.
preference.
I'm
Listen,
not
let me
good,
tell you
brother.
something. I will never defend a woman that spoke on my father, spoke on my family just last night, right?
Back to her.
That has put up broccoli t-shirts of how my father's died and all this, questioning my father's death and all of this. And you want me to sit here and defend her? Well, I will not do that, no.
Wow. This woman is sick.
Yeah, I do not agree. No means no.
No
And I
means
don't
no.
care if I hated a woman or not.
Listen,
Yeah.
I agree with
When
that.
a
No
man
means
has
no.
done
And
that-
I can agree with you, but doesn't mean I need to defend her. Do you know what I mean?
No,
I
but
can
I'm
agree.
That
Yeah.
says it all.
Yeah, no means no. And if anybody's been out there and then been flued out, yeah, 100%.
Thank you, me baby. Thank you, my Ginger.
Mad about it, yeah. And I'm very glad, even though I don't know Ems. I don't get on with
Thank
it. He come for me, yeah? Over Rob, a matter of fact. But I still say it with chest. I'm glad the woman got closure.
Yeah.
I'm glad. I am glad, because no means no. And to hear the woman's
think-
voice.
And
is
you know what,
unbelievable.
what? You keep going back. Also, consent. She also put him across TikTok, when he was asleep naked. She put that. Do you know what I mean? So,
Angie,
Yeah,
take
Victor.
the equation. What about him being live with 12-year-old girls?
All of it's sick.
Well, we've slimmed
I
that
know. You're 100% right. I don't agree
See,
with
let's
none of
point
it.
of thing,
Yeah?
go take your face for a shit, you absolute cretin.
Right, I'm going. See you, bye.
Wow. Just leave her on, Laura, because she'll rip Beskell now.
Stuff like this. Take
Okay,
take
go on.
Ems out the equation, right?
yeah, like that's what I said. If Ems is not in the equation, yes, I think yes, absolutely. No means
The
no.
guys are wrong.
No, she didn't.
The guys are wrong. We need to stop
Hello?
coming in
Just listen, because she'll rip you now you've gone.
boys, because he doesn't deserve it.
Will I go back?
He deserves is a bullet
What
between the
then?
eyes.
You held yourself well there as well, by the way.
Yeah, be careful what you say. I've got to kick you because of what you said,
that's
CJ,
fine.
because you're going to get banned otherwise. I don't want to ban, guys. Does anybody else want their box and have their say or not? We've got a few people here. Anybody here, yes or no?
If anybody goes against her in these boxes, she'll just kick them straight
That's why I
away.
kicked him because the boxes would get banned.
Hiya.
Hello.
Hello. I didn't even want to say anything to you. I just wanted to speak to Beskell. The
All right.
thing is, cancer, it does trigger some people. And unfortunately, I lost my dad last year to grade 4 cancer, in 5 months from diagnosis to end. And she just kept going on and on. She just kept repeating herself. And that is quite triggering for people that are... I love watching you, Angie. I love your debates. I love your point of views.
Yeah.
I'm a silent watcher, but, whenever I come to TikTok, I always go to look for you for lives,
Yeah.
I just felt then she kept going on, and it is triggering for people in the comments,
So that's what I was saying. Listen, like I said, my family have had cancer. I've got a history of cancer in my family. That's why my mammograms at 40. However, it doesn't affect me, but it does not mean it might not affect you or somebody else.
It's just very raw. My dad passed away in October. He only got diagnosed in the June, and it was very unexpected. It was just the way she kept going on and on and on, and it's horrible. It did trigger me, but I just wanted to say to her, stop now. She was just repeating herself. There was no conversation. It was just a repeat. So that's all I wanted to say, But I love you, Angie. I love watching you. That's what I say. You're
Thank
always
you.
the first one. Just repeating herself.
Right, yeah.
But I'll drop now. Well, I don't know how to drop, but yeah.
Okay, thank you, Kesley.
Thank you. Have a good day. Bye. Happy Valentine's, everyone.
I went to look if there was any more cards. I've got no more cards, guys. But I think I've done quite well. I've got the 2. I'd like to know who this one is from, though. Who that one is from. I think it is from Luke. So
What a sick, twisted bitch she is for back and Rob.
I don't think she could say too much because the comments was agreeing with
I'm
me.
guessing it's Luke. That's my final answer.
It wasn't from Luke, it was from Dan.
Hi, Ange.
Thank you,
Aye.
guys.
Happy Valentine's. You okay?
Yeah, you too. Thank you. Yeah, I'm good.
There's our
Can we have a
Duffy.
singles day? You know what I mean?
Yeah, we need a singles day. I like being single. But in regards to platforming Rob, I do think you are wrong in that.
Yes,
The reason I
Claire.
think you're wrong in that is because
You'll kick her in a minute.
Oh, platforming him?
the reason I think you're wrong is because you're platforming a man that has openly admitted what he's done. Nobody
Thank you.
has given him anything. Nobody
Thank you, everybody.
put a GUN to his head to take any substances.
Yeah, but I platform you.
But I'm not. I haven't
Wow.
exploited.
Is she for
But
real?
you have said some questionable things. And here you are in my
Yes, I have
box.
said. I have said.
You know,
some
you've got to
questionable
remember,
things.
this is a platform. It's a box. It's an app. You know, I'm not going out for
Yeah.
dinner with people. I'm not going for coffee. We're not friends. We're not any of that. I'm boxing someone. And I will continue boxing the person because I know
Wow.
it affects you all.
The current climate.
There you go. There you go. It affects you all.
Logically, right?
What a tramp.
When you say that Ems had done all the broccoli and things like that, maybe put that aside just for a little bit and just open your mind a little bit and say, you know what? I actually do need to sit and listen to what Ems is saying here, because I'm going to tell you that man admitted it on a public platform.
She's still battling him though, isn't she? She's still laughing.
She's not interested.
No,
You're
she dropped
defending
him
her while
yesterday.
she's still battling the guy.
Listen, we all know that Ems has got some kind of bonding with Rob. We all know that. However, he did admit to what he done. He did admit to what he done. And I think we've got to stop victim shaming.
Well, he said he's going to go live
ladies.
later, so I will cam too if he does go live later and see what evidence or what he's going to bring or what is he going to say. Yeah.
And he'll bring nothing.
Yeah.
Make sure you screenshot every piece of paper he puts up.
Block him or you don't block him, and you know what I mean? Because otherwise it's going to be dragging on for another week, you know?
100%.
I think
All right,
there are
then, we'll
some
have a
people
look.
that are clutching at the straws, clutching for any bit of drama. And can I just say, we didn't do that. We came on, we had an interesting
Oh, thank you.
discussion about HIV.
My Angie, baby, thank
I do
you.
apologise for the word I used last night. I do say the wrong
What word did she use?
However, it was a very educational discussion. You don't always need drama, you see, Claire. Do you know what I mean?
I can't even think.
I just think
Angie,
that
you
when
are
we're
wrong.
looking at...
Wrong for what?
I
Sorry.
just think that when we're platforming a man that has openly admitted it, you know, we've got to...
Excuse me, someone said I got educated. No, I didn't. I stand by my opinion. That wasn't mentioned. My opinion was not spoke about in the discussion. It was just people were just having their opinion. They were talking about their experiences. No, it wasn't really education. I never got educated on anything. I still stand by my opinion. If I got educated, I would be changing my opinion. My opinion stands.
You know all the comments, Pale?
Yeah.
They was agreeing with me,
Look,
and I don't think she liked it.
my advice would be, I wouldn't really give him the time of the day if he doesn't show any evidence.
She's
If
a
he
tramp.
wouldn't show any evidence, I wouldn't platform him, my darling.
Listen,
Well,
I
you can do what-
platformed him, right, because I wanted to ask him, right, he said he was going to go live tonight, right, so I'm not going to clout chase off the situation. If he wants to go live and show
Liar.
evidence
Oh, she's
on
not.
it, he can do
Big
that.
up my Katie. Thank you, me baby.
Right, so I want to know. So I platformed him because I wanted to ask him, you know, the question about him.
Thank you.
He's turned around and said he was intoxicated. He can't remember. There's a little bit, you know. So I'll just see what he says later, I suppose, you know. I'm not couch facing off it. If he wants to get in my box, he can. If he doesn't, he doesn't. No one tells me what I can do. The more you say you're affected, the more I'm going to box him.
No, I'm
That
not.
speaks volumes.
I'm not
Hey, Miley sees Martha.
That just
No one
tells
tells
you
me who I can platform and who
who
I
she
cannot
is.
platform.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in my personal opinion, he's admitted it. He's
But
guilty.
you said you said you want to CUT or something, the cancer out of someone.
Yeah, after
yes,
she wants
you
to
said
run
you
a
wanted-
Deflection again. Change the subject to onto Claire now.
3 years ago when she wanted to unalive my son. So, you know, we've already done that 3 years ago, Andrew.
I know,
We're
but
talking-
two wrongs don't make a right. Do you know what I mean? But here you are in my box. People need to understand this is a platform. It's an app.
We're talking about
1 minute, my Laura,
And when you
please.
said that you played both
Hang on.
recordings and you said
I
I
did.
actually
Go on.
Hi, Pearl.
Hi.
She basically said the S word for.
Oh yeah, I've seen
disabled
it in the
people.
comments.
Yeah, and can I just say quickly, like, she's saying all this about, like, Ems as what's said about her dad and this, that and the other. I don't like Ems at all. She's evil,
Yeah.
she's vindictive and all this, right? But what you've got to remember is that she's said all this stuff, he's admitted it, and the reason I don't think Ems has shouted about it like somebody else would is because of the stuff on the app, she doesn't think people are going to believe her.
Yeah.
And Ange is evidence of that the people aren't going to believe her because of what she's done on the app, the amount of people that she's had in the flat, the men that
It doesn't matter though. It doesn't matter what she's done.
It doesn't. Absolutely, it doesn't. And I fully agree, and I stand by Ems as much as I don't like her. But what I'm saying is the reason she's not shouted about it, like people going, oh, well, why is she not doing this? Why is she not? Is because she doesn't think people are going to believe her. And everybody on here that aren't agreeing with her now, that even though he's admitted it himself, this is why she hasn't done anything about it.
Wow. I just feel sorry. I just feel precious. Heartily sorry for.
I do, 100%. 100%. And it's just, you know, and Best Gal, you held yourself remarkably in there. You really, really did. Like,
Thank you, but I didn't feel like it, but I really feel like...
you did, honestly.
And I know
like,
another thing,
you're quite
Best
a nervous
Girl,
person, but
another
you did.
thing, listen, do not let him threaten you. We've got the clips where he said he understood and he's being told that it was all a setup. So do not let him blackmail you into doing that. We'll have to get all them clips together.
Yeah.
So if he does anything, he's got nothing to stand on. Yeah. It's only because you're going against him with this.
Yeah.
But put her back on, Laura, please.
I'll mute.
Supporting them. It's all in the comments, gifting and on all that kind of shit. Yeah, and you want to, and people, I'm talking to the comments, Claire, not you. And you're telling me who I can and can't box after you supporting the people that you support. They have said very questionable shit, right? That have had actually crimes.
Is that sound okay, guys? Yeah.
Yep.
Outside of TikTok, and that's a fact. No one tells me who I can box. Rob is welcome in my box.
And can I just say something, just quickly? If the victim is still having him in her box and making money out of them views, why can't Angie?
Exactly. She's the victim. She's battling the guy that did this to her. You're telling me that I can't.
She blocked him last night.
So why can't Angie?
What I'm saying is, I'm not asking him not to box him. I'm saying just be careful because he has admitted it on a public platform. He's admitted.
Thank you, everybody.
I get that, and I get that he's admitted it. But Ems is still boxing him. Ems is still making money from this. Ems is still laughing, joking around with him.
Thank you.
Why can't Angie have money box?
Exactly.
Angie, can I just say something?
You know the way, yes.
Can everybody get the harmies in, please? Thank you.
I was trying to get in with my other phone, but I just want to have a conversation with you. I know the law because I've been on the other side of the law, not on the right side of the law. And you know the law as well, right? So say if, forget it's Ems and forget it's Rob, okay? Whatever's happened. If me and you were on a jury, okay, and we had the case of this put in front of us with a guilty plea, which he has admitted to, what would we convict him of?
I wouldn't convict him of anything because it's social media.
Wow.
No.
Unless there's actual evidence behind their confession, then I wouldn't convict him. Because his defense was it's a storyline, right? So what am I to say?
No,
wow.
We have the evidence of him admitting to us.
Yes, and now he's saying it's a storyline. Now he's saying it's a storyline. He just went with it. That's what one of the things he said.
No, he never.
You can't retract.
Has she kicked her? Oh no, it's Laura gone on mute.
Tell me this, Harpel, because I'm not getting it yet, because I'm fairly new. That woman got to be doing that. Deleuze's Angie's doing that for views, isn't she?
1,000,000%.
She knows that's wrong. Against the grain. She doesn't want to be like everybody else. She's doing it to be different. End of.
She knows that's wrong, don't she?
Yeah.
Yeah. Laura? I don't know if Laura knows she's on mute.
Don't forget, because
Oh.
also people commit to
Either
crimes
let me-
they haven't done all the time. It does happen,
Right.
believe it or not.
Can you
But
say
then
this
turn around to say, well, it's a storyline
again?
I did it for the views. So
Yeah.
then what?
Yeah.
Then what? Because you've got no evidence. You just got him saying.
I
on social media
apologise.
platform, not to the police. He hasn't got any support. We said it on TikTok, right? So now he's saying it's a storyline. So what are you going to say now?
Well, I mean,
He's never fucking said it was a storyline. Fucking hell, Angie.
the evidence was given. I mean, you can't, even if people have given evidence, the police can, and they want to retract it, the police still have a duty of care to look into it and see.
Yeah, I think that's what she goes to the police. Yeah, she has every right to do that.
That's what I mean. But on a jury, with this evidence in front of you, Rob is guilty. You have to admit that, Angie. And
I've just said to you, it's social media, right? So he can turn around and say it's a storyline. So then,
It was fucking real life, and he's never said it was a storyline.
and this is TikTok.
I understand.
He hasn't admitted it to. He hasn't walked into a police station and confessed, has he? He said something on social media. He can just say, "Oh, it was a storyline. I did it for the views." I'm just telling you what he will say.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm just saying, in a court of law, with that evidence, he would.
There's
be
no
guilty.
evidence, love. Not if he turns around and says it's a storyline. There's no. Where's the evidence?
The judge is not going to be turning around and saying, "Oh my God, TikTok's a storyline." He's going to look at the pure evidence in front of him.
You're not
There's
getting it.
videos of
So
him
sometimes when
in the
they
bed
confess,
the way he
you
was
can
acting with
add
her.
evidence, yeah, because
You
to have a
that
confession on, you can't to confess to a crime on social media is,
Exactly,
other
Candyman.
evidence to back that up. He's going to say it was an act, it was a storyline. I was just saying it for the views. I'm telling you what he will say.
But you'd have to prove that it's not true. Rather than really proving that it is true.
I know that, but the law,
Yeah.
he will be dismissed, in my opinion, because there will be no evidence. They could have doubts in their head by, well, yeah, but he did do it, However, without evidence backing what she is saying, and he's now saying it's a storyline, I did it for views, there's no other solid evidence that this happened. How are they going to prove that it was a storyline or wasn't? Because he's saying now it's a storyline. They now need to provide evidence that he's lying. So you're not going to have that evidence that he's lying.
Enhance that evidence. Enhance the evidence.
You'd have to prove the storyline plotted before it's been said.
Exactly. Thank you, everybody. Can everybody get the heart music, please? Thank
It
you.
works, menopause.
Oh,
I'm not
so
saying,
do
I'm just saying
I.
I know how it works.
So do I. This
So
is
they will
why.
have to prove that it wasn't a storyline. How are they going to be able to prove that? No. How? And it's going to be his.
Oh, thank you.
Him now saying it was a storyline. I did it just to win along with it for views and shit like that. Now they're going to have to prove that he's a liar. Are you going to be able to prove that it wasn't a storyline and what Ems is saying is the truth?
No,
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
The man admitted up to it. What was Angie not getting?
I can't bear it now. They would. The judge will have no evidence to show either
And she's
way.
kicked it out the
It'll be
box.
her word against his. How can the
Yeah.
prove?
But he's owned it. Rob, I've owned it.
It is. He just has to take his word for it. Do you get what I'm saying? There's no actual other evidence. Oh my god!
She's fucking sick. End
I
of.
guarantee you.
She just said the judge will have to take his word for it because there's no other
Em
evidence.
said it herself. They're not going to do it. They wouldn't do anything. However,
So she's covering for a man that essayed a woman. She's covering, and a young woman at that. Sick, twisted fucker.
How many poor women is on here was being flued at?
This is why people don't come forward for
Exactly.
people like her.
sorry, guys.
100%.
Exactly.
Exactly what I was saying.
Oh, I just feel like I'm on repeat. It's annoying.
You're fucking annoying.
Everyone else in the box, put it in the comments, guys.
I feel sorry for the victims.
Guys, Toxic Dan got me this. If you've just joined, he got me a card.
Big bastard.
And I got this card. I think this is from Luke. I'm not too sure, but it says, "I love you with all my WILLY. I would say heart."
Hell, she didn't say she was on about me, you know.
Much bigger, for God's sake. And she happy.
That's a barefaced lie. I watched it, and all morning she's been going on about you and saying, yes, it was a setup, and just because you can't read proper was no excuse. You knew exactly what you were doing, and it was a setup.
She didn't give me that story when I went in and asked her.
Well, I know she won't because she's 41st. She's went on all last night about you, all this morning. I've got no need to tell lies. There'll be
100%
screen
I
recordings
believe
out
you.
there. No,
Right.
there'll be screen recordings out there. She's a bitch.
I'd love to know why she didn't own it to me.
Well, that's what I said. She backed down when you went in the box.
Yeah,
But why? Oh, I don't get it.
I think it's probably Luke.
because she's a weirdo.
Yeah, what I'm saying, Lauren, you know, if I've said anything, I'll
You'll
say, yeah,
own
I
it.
did do that. I did.
Yeah, that's like me. What's the point in lying?
I
If
don't
you
get
lie,
it.
you're going to get caught out. Do you know what I mean?
I feel
There's just
sorry for
there's no
so many
point.
people. who's
Oh,
listening to
thank
this.
you, everybody.
Yeah.
Popular number 9. Thank you.
It is. It's heartbreaking to see what everyone's
We're
going through at
supposed
the
to
moment. Do
believe
you know what I mean?
the paramedic story. Like,
Well, I'm glad you just said that because
100%, Pearl.
no, but I'm saying
she-
we're supposed to believe that,
Yeah.
but yet somebody who's openly admitted it and she won't believe Ems
Yeah.
when he has admitted it.
Yeah.
here's a quick thing. You know, exactly the way you just said that, Pearl, about the paramedic story. She said, Jordan said, didn't she, that the day after she seen him again because it was out of
Yeah.
I can't pronounce the word. Is it
Empathy.
empathy? Yeah, I can't flip and pronounce it. Now, why she's turning around and saying now,
There is hints. Where? There's no hints.
about Ems. Well, she's been going live with him. She's had him back round the house and stuff like that. Now, I think
all Ems wanted, my Laura.
It's
All Ems
ridiculous.
wanted, or she wanted him just to admit it, so
Yeah.
everybody did believe her.
Yeah.
And she said she doesn't want to go to the police about it, but it makes her feel better knowing he's come out and admitted it. And then for her to knock her down, her confidence down again, and this is why people are not believed through devils like that.
100%, you're right.
100%.
You're right, Pearl.
100%.
And I'm not going to sit here and turn around and say like, oh, she hasn't, Angie hasn't gone through it completely or anything like that. I'm not that type of person. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't do that. But I just think it's
Hey, my CJ.
and double standard for her to turn around and say the day after she went back to him for out of empathy. Well,
She's doing it for clout, Laura. That's
you
the
know
only
what I
thing she's
mean?
doing it for.
It's just disgusting, absolutely disgusting, and that's what puzzles me. I just couldn't do that. I really couldn't, because it's a
Thank you.
No,
hard
Angie
thing to
doesn't
deal
miss
with.
the point every time. Angie chooses to miss the point. So she's
Yeah.
going against the grain. So she's getting people to be in and she's being controversial with it. That's what Angie does perfectly well.
Rage baits. She rage baits
Yeah.
everybody.
But I've just realised something now. She's very, very jealous of you, Pearl.
Ew.
100%.
Angie, I tell you why. She's comparing us, like, when I went up there, and when I said I don't sit with people like that, and I won't have them around me, well, why did Pearl box them? Obviously, at the time you boxed them, because
Yeah,
you
and I got the truth out of it.
Yeah, right? So she's trying to compare herself to you all the time. So it's a jealousy problem, that is.
She's just weird.
It is, Pearl. I know you
Absolutely.
can't see it. I
But
can
you
see
boxed
it.
him for your truth, though, Pearl. You
Yes,
boxed him to admit
yeah.
that you weren't lying.
DJ, get your heart me in. And then Mods put him in.
But I promise you, Pearl, that woman's jealous of you. I can't tell.
Oh, honestly, I can't be bothered with her.
No, but you can't see it. You really can't.
No.
But,
Yeah.
like, for me looking in, 100% it is.
Yeah, 100%.
Can we just?
That's the
can we
rule,
just
my
make
CJ. No aunt me, no box.
Sorry, Pearl, I didn't even realise it was greyed out. I do apologise.
You're right.
can
I'm
we-
on torment. Go on.
Can we just make a point about Angie, right? Before I say what I'm going to say, she is my guilty pleasure. I prefer to watch her.
DJ, come back to your mic, please.
Can you hear me? Wait, wait 2 seconds.
Everybody knows I have a different account and I say she's my guilty pleasure and I will still watch her on a fake account. But at this point in time, she's absolutely sickening to the core for what she's protecting.
But the thing is, Pearl, she's always like, we've watched Angie for long enough. We know what she's like. She will go against the grain every single time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Every single time, because that's where she gets the views from. She's
Yeah,
always done it. She's never going to change. She's never going to, back the right horse. She'll always back the wrong horse.
Exactly. And she says it constantly, it's not about the views. That's the main fucking thing. It's about her views. About her being a little rat, it's always about the views, and she'll never ever be no different.
I agree. And like, as I said, and Angie's, I don't know if you were Camtoon at the point, but the only thing that, the only punishment that anybody like Rob should get is, that is it. That's the only punishment. A DEAD head does not reoffend. Simple as.
Exactly.
But how low is people going to go for a view or a follower or a gift? That is a blow the belt.
Yeah.
But no, do you know what?
But she gets away with it though. That's
from what Angie said when I was in her box, right? Angie is putting the hatred for Ems before what Rob's done.
Yeah,
because Ems is involved.
Yeah.
So she's putting the hatred for Ems and how
thank you, everybody.
Ems has said what she said, right? And I don't agree with what she said. But she's put that right at the forefront. She's not putting the actual, the victims, the survivors. That have
but CJ, listen, it doesn't matter what Ems has done in the past, what she said. It's not about none of that. It's about what happened to her, and somebody openly admitted it. And why can't people just stand by Ems for this? Do you know what I'm saying?
No, you know what? I agree. At the end of the day, let's take away the fact that Ems is a cunt, right? She is.
Yeah, same as myself.
Right? But something happened to her. We can't sit there and be like, oh, but Ems said this, Ems did this, Ems said this. It still happened to her.
Morning, Pearl. Look what she done with Claire. The minute Claire got in the box, she tried to turn it straight around to Claire and said, but Claire, look what you've done, and said, because she doesn't want people speaking about Rob. Well, let me tell you, I hope everybody fucking speaks about him and sees what a tramp it is.
But I'm sorry, like, Angie's said worse than even Claire. Like, let's put it straight.
Pearl, can I just speak for 1 second and then I want to jump down?
Yeah, of course you can.
So, obviously, I've been listening to Ange through the morning. It is for views and clout. There's no disputing that. But I just want... She said something about a court of law not believing Ems. And I want to say, 2013, my predator got 26 years. I never told a soul. No one.
Hold on, Sarah.
Right.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. And should realise there are people like this.
I went to court and I was ready to tell my story once and once only.
Thank you, everyone. Yeah.
And he still had that control. He took that away from me, pleaded guilty at the last minute.
Oh.
But when we were going through, when he first got arrested and he was going to trial,
Sorry,
said to us, because there is no actual evidence, it would boil down to our word against his, because it's classed as historic. So, this what has happened to Ems is not historic. This has been put on an app where people have heard Rob himself admit what he's done.
Yeah.
You've heard Ems. Now that girl, I don't know Ems. I don't know from Adam. I've never spoke to her. I've seen her on the For You page. And I heard Best Girl say earlier that you seen the relief in her face, and you did. And that relief and that thing from her shoulders, I was seeing exactly how Ems felt, because that's how I felt.
God bless you. Yeah.
Right. So when people say, oh, you're not going to believe, you're not going to listen to me and listen to me carefully. I never, my husband, I've been with 28 years. He did not know what happened to me. But when I got the courage now, and I work within the community with the hunting, I had my own team. I left for personal reasons, but I'm still in the background in one particular team. I run a survivors page for people that are survivors of domestic, physical abuse, any abuse, because any abuse is wrong full-heartedly wrong. In my personal life, I work with people with mental health. That's my job. And that's where I get satisfaction from. So, and running around saying, oh my God, she won't be believed. Trust me, she will. Because back now, from the day where people wasn't believed, there's a lot more people that are believed.
Yeah, well, good. It just gives people a bit of confidence to come forward, doesn't it?
Yeah,
But it's
because
people
no
like,
is no. That's
yeah,
and it
exactly.
starts from a touch, it starts from a kiss. If a woman or a man says no, it is fucking no.
It is, yeah.
Consent can be revoked at any time. Let's just remember that.
Of course. You
say yes,
you can
and
go
if-
out on a date and bring that
Sorry,
person back
1
to
minute,
your house.
everybody. 1 minute. Can I hear you from Buffy Slane Lol, please? Just because they've been in here and waiting to say something. Just 2 minutes.
hi,
Thank
Carl.
you. Hi,
Thanks.
Buffy.
Yeah,
Thanks,
I,
Pearl.
I only want
Hi,
to quickly
love.
say, as survivors, we have to actually relive it 3 times. Not only do we have to relive in that moment what we've gone through, we then, if we choose to go to the police, have to relive that nightmare and tell our story to the police and don't know if we're going to be believed. If it goes to court, we then have to relive it again.
Oh.
And people like Angie is why people don't come forward. She makes me absolutely sick.
Yeah.
And
Exactly,
it's,
that's what
you know,
I'm
there are
bless
people
your lot of
now,
you.
there are people now that have probably recently have gone through something or months or a year and probably wondering now whether they should speak up or not. And it's people like Angie that are stopping people. She is absolutely disgusting.
Yeah,
and
I agree.
her platform should be
I find it extraordinary that
I'm going to jump down anyway, Pearl.
Thanks, Buffy.
God
for
bless
that.
you,
Thank
Buffy.
you.
I just find it extraordinary that anybody would ask a woman who didn't even know anything about the Hillsborough disaster or certain other historical events, knows nothing about them, and they're asking for her advice. She never leaves her bedroom. I've got a daughter older than her, and that woman, that Angie, is an absolute disgrace. Absolute disgrace. I've got a boy fighting for his life with an inoperable brain tumour, and I look at that thing breathing the same air as him, and I just find myself being so angry and so annoyed at the way I know about the law. She knows about nothing. She's an absolute alcoholic who needs to get off the app. And there's so many women who go to court, and I've heard judges say, when I worked in the court, you're alleged rape. Can you imagine how that must feel? If that's
horrible.
actually
It's
happened to you?
horrible. It's horrible.
She's a vile human being, and anyone who gives that woman a platform, shame on you. And for it to support that man who's lied about his cancer and about what he's done to Ems, he needs locking up, in my opinion.
100%.
And it is only my opinion.
I think he needs more than locking up, I'll be completely honest.
She needs thirstifying. She's vile.
Yeah.
But thanks for letting me jump in, Pearl.
You're welcome, Milo.
And good luck to anyone who's, and my heart goes out to anyone who's in the same situation as Ems, regardless of what your opinion is of that young
everyone
woman.
that has been affected, there is people out there that will help. You know what I mean?
Numbers in the poll, everybody.
Johnny boy.
Take care, everyone.
Thanks, Milo.
Hiya, Pearl. How are you? So, can I just make a comment that could be quite controversial?
Oh God, John, you have to.
Right. So, the delusive one sat there saying all this about the thing with Ems. Okay. And I've made this comment in the comments down below. What if we turn this 360?
In what way, John?
Turn round and say to Delusive Angie, what about her storyline in regards to what happened to her? No, we're not going to do that. And I'll tell you for why. Right? Because people who go through these kind of things don't need questioning. They don't need second guessing by nobodies on the internet like Delusive Angie.
It's just not normal to question anybody.
Sorry, I am listening, everybody. Yes, Candyman, you're right. Sorry, go on. I'll just mute.
But I don't
Guys,
get why
sorry to interrupt. Do you still need me in the box? Or am I able to drop for a little bit, and then if you need me, just shout me back up?
Where's like Delusive Angie's girl code? Like standing by somebody who's been through something that I'm going to say alleged because there's no evidential backing of it, right?
I'm gone.
In regards to Angie's alleged incident, right? Where's the girl code? I thought like people are meant to stand together and support one another.
Unfortunately, Angie doesn't have any girl code. She doesn't have